Hello, I am Bridget, and today I was thinking through as I celebrated 9 months of my baby boy. Yes, he turned 9 months, and I was drawn to remember and recall how it was at 6 months as I was introducing solids to him. I know different people introduce solids at different ages, like different stages of their baby, depending on their baby's development. But as for me, I started when he was 6 months. So I did my research, inquired from different mothers, different fathers, and also on Google to see like what would I feed my baby. Those who have gone ahead of me, so everyone gave me their advice. So I compiled a list of things and also followed my motherly instincts. So the very, very, very first food I gave my baby, when he clocked 6, I was so excited to feed him. So my husband said, "You don't need to feed him because he's now 6." So, but I was excited, so I had to introduce. So I introduced Irish with soup and avocado to him. So he actually didn't like it at first. I kept on trying. I also introduced pumpkin with milk. God, he loved that. I mashed the pumpkin and I mixed it with milk. But remember, my boy doesn't really like milk, like plain milk. We up to now I'm still struggling feeding it to him. He's not allergic. I think he just doesn't like the taste of it. Because remember I told you I exclusively fed him on breast milk since birth until he was 6 months. But that is a story for another time. So these are some of the foods you could introduce your baby to when they turn 6 months, and I promise you they will like the food. Number one, Irish. Number two, pumpkins. You could give them rice as they continue growing, because right now I give him rice. I give him matoke. Yes, or some people call it plantain, the green one. I give him sweet potatoes. I've given him all kinds of sauce: fish, beef, goat's meat, what all kinds of sauce, beans, cowpeas. I've tried, like I keep trying every other thing, because my mother, thank you mommy, my mother advised me one thing. She told me this baby is still young, so the more you introduce different foods to him, the more he will like them, that as he grows up he will not love some and then he hates some, like how some children do. So what I do, I just keep trying to balance all these foods I've shared with you for him. Some of the other things I give him, I've given him plain yogurt. I give it to him plainly, or sometimes I mix it with banana. I blend it with banana and then I give it to him as a puree. He likes it. I've given him a mango. I've given him apples. I've given now I recently started giving him juice. I do like carrot and mango, apple. I just try to find out something that he can enjoy, you know. I will say that at first it wasn't easy. He didn't like most of the foods. So if you're a mother out there, a first time mother especially, and then you notice that your baby isn't liking most of the things, please do not worry, do not feel bad about it. They get better as they grow. That is what everyone around me has always told me. They get better. And indeed, babies get better. The more they grow, the more they also discover certain things, the more they show interest in certain things, the more they get comfortable with eating certain things. So if you try something and he or she doesn't like it, please try something else. That's what I did with my boy, especially the first 2 weeks of introducing solids. I kept trying this and that. But as I speak today, he eats almost every food I give him. And thank God he hasn't been allergic on any of the foods, and I pray he never gets allergies. So also introducing several things can also help you to know whether your baby is allergic to certain things or not, and you know when to stop and when to give him certain foods. Good. So if you're in Uganda, you can easily get all these foods. Everything I've talked about is so easy to find in the markets, in our local markets or supermarkets, wherever you would wish to go, as long as you cook them very well and ensure that you store the food very well, and make sure you serve it to the baby when it's not hot. mash it properly, because most babies by 6 months, 7, 8, some of them are just developing teeth. So you wouldn't want to just give them something that will choke them. You imagine yourself in that position. If you were the one, would you wish to be given certain foods, certain like food that is not well mashed? No. So I know all mothers or dads who serve their children, you would do the best, and what you see is the best for your child. But in case your child gets allergic to certain foods, please know when to stop giving them. Or if it is a serious thing, reach out on their pediatrician to see what could be the problem. But so far, from my personal experience, my boy hasn't had any issue with every food I've shared. Maybe the other food I've not mentioned is mokene. The people who are in Uganda will know the mokene I'm talking about. It's in English. It could be that it falls. I think it falls under the pelagic or silverfish, that category. I'm not certain, but it's very small. It's a very small kind of fish. So I was told it's also good for their development. So I've tried to introduce it to him, but he hasn't liked it like I expect. So when he shows that he doesn't want to eat it, I first pause and then I keep introducing it slowly by slowly. But since he's still growing and developing, I will just keep on trying other foods. I don't know whether I talked about the egg yolk. I also do that. I do the avocado. I've given him almost all the foods that we eat here in Uganda. I just make sure they're safe for him. Yes. So if I haven't mentioned any other thing that you see important for a child or a baby to feed on after 6 months or after they have been introduced to solids, kindly share your comment down below. Also, if you find this video informative and you would like to listen more to other things that I'll be sharing, because I'm going to be sharing more about motherhood, breastfeeding, my breastfeeding journey, my pregnancy journey, my faith journey, marriage, and several other things. I'll be sharing all these things. Kindly subscribe and also hit the notification bell, such that every time I share a video, you're able to see it and then watch. Kindly support me, yes, and show me love, and also I love you back. Otherwise, have a good time and may the Lord bless you. To the mother out there and the father out there, you're already doing well. Do not give up. You're already doing well. Do not listen to different things. Do not listen to the people telling you you're not doing good. You're actually doing well. If you've moved so far with a baby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, you're already doing well. And where you're going, it just keeps on getting better and better. If you have anything you can share with us, please mention. I love you and God bless you.